Greetings, my sister. My name is Kariane Conmariti Vera, and I will explain the fundamentals of educational administration for our fictional institute called Easy English Center. So, educational administration is the process of planning, organizing, and managing all the academic and administrative activities in our institute. It helps us ensure that everything runs smoothly and that the students receive quality education. In Easy English Center, our administration focuses on creating a good learning environment where teachers and students feel motivated and supported. We follow a democratic philosophy, which means we promote participation, respect, and collaboration among all the staff members. We believe that good communication and teamwork are key to achieving our goals. Our administration style can be described as participatory and instructional, and as it involves collaboration and supports continuous improvement in teaching. And however, my classmate will explain this part in more detail in next section. So, in summary, the fundamentals of educational administration help us organize and improve the work of our institute so that students can learn English effectively in a friendly and professional environment. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Abigail Martinez. The nature of educational administration is primarily participatory and instructional, with supportive elements of democratic literature. We believe that the most effective way to run a language institute is by involving all members of our community, teachers, coordination, and support staff, in the decision-making process. This participatory approach ensures open communication, mutual respect, and a strong sense of commitment from our team. Everyone's voice is heard, especially when planning new courses, selecting materials, or adjusting teaching strategies to meet student evolving needs. In addition, our administration is deeply instructional as we place a strong focus on improving teaching quality and learning outcomes. We constantly evaluate our academic practice, offer professional development workshops, and promote innovative methodologies like task-based learning, communicative approach, and technology-enhanced instruction. Our leadership supports teachers not just administrative but also pedagogical, creating an environment where growth and collaboration are key.
Good evening. My name is Victoria Salinas, and I'm going to present some objectives of our institution. Our first objective will be based on launching a quarterly principals newsletter to keep families updated on school news and events because our goal is to distribute it to all enrolled families with at least an open rate of at least 50%, which is monitored through email analytics. We will use our current email and list user friendly template for this, with content created by our communication officer to ensure engagement. And this initiative aims to strengthen the participation between community, school, and home, promoting transparency in the community. The first edition is to be realized in October 1st in 2025, with open rates reviewed after each issue for improvements. Now, in our second objective, we have its focus on enhancing linguistic comprehension through community enjoyment. By June 30 in 2026, we plan to host at least 6 interactive workshops with at least 20 students and 10 community members, which includes the parents and the local artisans. Our goal is to increase students' comprehension scores by at least 15% as shown by pre and post workshops assessments, and to achieve at least 80% positive feedback from participants. These workshops will be blend play based learning with real world language usage and so promote collaboration and enjoyment as well. We have to partner with local organizations and use classroom after hours to make this happen. this will enrich significantly our students' learning experience.
One last objective is to improve teacher development through monthly peer observation sessions. The specific is to implement monthly peer observation where teachers observe one another and provide constructive feedback. It measurable one observation per teacher per month, 100% participation for teaching staff, at least one action point per feedback session implemented in the following class. Audible use current class schedules to assign observation peers and create a short, easy-to-use feedback form. It is relevant because it promotes continuous professional growth, reflective teaching, and collaboration among staff.
As we can see, our institutional project is focused on curriculum design, policy development, quality assessment, the stakeholders communication, decision making, and resource management as well. In this continuously measuring, we try to have results and involve community for feedback. We aim to foster the democracy principles, encouraging critical thinking and enhancing students' linguistic competences in meaningful ways.
Teacher, my name is Vladimir Derang, and I am going to explain about the basic functions of the educational administration. First, we have the planning. Here we define the institute objectives and goals, and also we identify the resources that will be necessary and then plan to to achieve them. In this case, we will focus on things like the budget of the strategy, and that will allow us or institute to develop properly. Next is the organizing. Sorry. This refers to how the distribution of the resources is structured among the different areas, the human, the material, the financial resource, and how this will be divided. In this case, we might be interested in having more qualified people in teaching rather than a better facilities. Next, we have the directive. This involves guiding and motivating the employees to achieve established objectives. It is also responsible for making decisions that seek the success of the institute based on the information available. For example, deciding whether to keep an employee or dismiss them because they have not performed well and they are costing to the institute resource. Next is the controlling. This is where we ensure that the objectives are being met, so we supervise that the different processes with the institute are running correctly. For example, evaluations that seek to measure student knowledge or attendance, which ensure the employees and students are showing up for their activities. Next, we have the evaluating, and finally, in this part, the data regarding of the institute is collected and its effectiveness is analyzed. For example, it is determining whether the objectives have been met in the areas in which they can be improved to achieve better performance. We, for example, could identify that the way teachers teach at the first levels needs to be improved.